Welcome, fight fans. We got a special guest on the show today, UFC President Dana White. How you doing, Dana?
Hey, Bigfoot. Nice to see you, man.
Dana, we're just coming off UFC Qatar. Man, it was a banger. Let's start with Tsarukyan versus Hooker.
Yeah, man. What can I say? Tsarukyan looked good. Dominated the fight. This kid has unbelievable wrestling. And his ground game is awesome. Phenomenal performance. I'm so glad he stopped messing around with Nina.
People are saying he should be next in line to fight Ilia for the lightweight crown. Based on his performance, what do you think?
Look, we got to go back and figure this thing out. There are options, right? There's Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett, Max Holloway, and now Arman. Everyone wants to fight Ilia. Hell, even Jake Paul wants to fight Ilia. Look, whoever steps up and licks my boots the cleanest, they're going to get Dana White privilege.
Dana White privilege? And I thought that was just a myth. Okay, let's move on and talk about the other matchup on the UFC Qatar card. Ian Garry versus Belal Muhammad.
Great performance from Garry. He looked sharp. Pinpoint accuracy on the striking. Good movement. Managed the distance well, as he always does. Defended Belal's takedowns with ease. I gotta tell you, he's exciting to watch. Look, and I know you're gonna ask anyway, but he's definitely in the mix for a title shot. But it also depends on Makhachev and what he wants to do.
Gotcha. But it seems Makhachev might be favoring a fight with Kamaru No-Knees Usman. And Garry, at the post-fight press conference, said Makhachev should be proving himself against the new generation of welterweights.
Look, knees or no knees, Usman is a straight-up killer. It's a fight that people want to see. Listen, this isn't Microsoft. This is the fight business. Fighting is one part, business is the other part. Garry's not the promoter. I am. But look, we'll figure something out for Garry. He's definitely up there.
Gotcha. Now, there was a bit of an altercation after the fight between Garry and Khamzat. What did you make of that?
Stupid. Look, when there's a wolf roaming around, be careful. If you want to pat a wolf on the back, be prepared that it might bite back. That's all I'll say on that one.
Fair enough. Let's talk about Belal. It wasn't a great performance against Garry. So where does he go from here?
Belal? Who frickin' cares? Haha, I gave the guy his title shot and his shot at redemption after he lost to JDM. This guy was never my friend, but don't say I didn't give this guy his chances. Look, I think Belal is past his prime. No one cares about Belal. People will forget his name. He should just retire, but that's for him to decide.
Okay, let's switch gears for a bit. I gotta ask you about something that's blowing up on social media right now, which are your recent revelations about working with Francis Ngannou.
Francis, he's a bad guy. He's not a good guy, let me tell you. The guy's in my office, he's angry about a fight bonus he didn't get, and he starts grabbing me by the shirt. And let me tell you, that was my favorite shirt. So I said to him, dude, get your frickin' hands off my favorite shirt. I could see in his eyes who this guy was. He did the same thing to my guy, Hunter. It might have been the same meeting. Hunter is leaving, and Francis grabs him by the back of his collar, pulls him back and says, we're not done talking yet.
Wow. So is there any possibility at all that Francis fights Jon Jones? Maybe at the upcoming UFC White House event? Both of them seem very keen, and on paper, it's a banger.
No chance. Look, I've been dealing with both these guys forever. They like making noise and drawing attention to themselves. Let me tell you, if these guys really wanted to fight each other, it would have happened a long time ago. And to be honest, I can't put Jon Jones in a position where he can mess things up. Me and Jon had a deal done for him to fight Tom Aspinall, and he pulled out.
Gotcha. Look, I don't want to put you on the spot or anything, but I gotta ask about the upcoming UFC White House event. How are the preparations coming along?
Listen, we're putting together the biggest and baddest event in UFC history. The logistics on this thing are crazy. We can only have about 4,000 people at the event, so it will be exclusive only to those with Dana White privilege. Dylan Dennis will definitely not be getting an invite, I can tell you that. This thing will be massive. All I'll say right now is that we're putting together the fights that people want to see. Like I said, this is the fight business. This isn't Microsoft.
Dana, it's been a pleasure. It's been great having you on the channel. I'm gonna wrap things up. Thank you again, man.
Thanks, Bigfoot. My pleasure. All the best, buddy.